Hello my friends, John LaRuffa here with another Unbiased unboxing. In this episode, I'm finally going to take the plunge and get myself into an 18XX game. So I'm going to unbox 1862, and let's see what we got inside this heavy game in actuality, and I'm sure in gameplay. Okay folks, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel so I can continue to build up my fan base. So, as I usually say, I like to see what the game looks like in play, and the GMT versions usually do that. I also like their little information section here. I always have. Kind of gives you an idea of how they rate the stuff as far as complexity and solo suitability, which is a good thing. So the whole reason I'm going to finally give this a try, and I know this has been out for a little while, I just was unaware that they actually had an 18XX with a solo mode, is because this game has a solo mode. It is not one of those things where I have to find, 5, 6, 7 hours, however many hours, to devote to playing it with a bunch of other people. I can play it myself, which is good. So anyway, starting out, looks like things kind of got a little unpacked for me in the box. So we'll see. Hopefully none of the contents are lost. I see an elephant over here and a token, but we'll get back to where those might be in a second. So the first thing that jumps out is the paper money. We have a stack of 20s that has come unpacked. I guess we're just going to have to unsort all this here. All right, hang on. This got all messed up in transit. As long as it didn't get destroyed and everything's there, should be in good shape. So first we've got the paper money. All right, and with the paper money, it's in pounds, and that makes sense thematically, of course. Yep, mine did get a little bit of mashed. It is nice and thick paper money, which is good, but mine did get a little mashed when it was in the box there. But you can see how thick that is. It's almost like cardboard money, which maybe will help some people who hate paper money. I don't know. It does feel better than straight paper money to me, so I like that. And you get it in all the different denominations, as you can see here. So we've got it anywhere from 20 pounds. We've got a 5 pounds. Looks like this is a 50 pounder, ones, 100s, and 500s. So plenty of that. Okay. Then we have the contents of what looks like our train cards here, or maybe this is actually just, this little pack is the divider for the different phases. So let's check out the card quality here. See what we have. This would be one of those times, and very rare, I don't think I'm going to be sleeving anything for this game because I don't really think there's a need. I'm not really handling the cards, and the companies and such are kind of sitting in front of me, so this will be one of those times I think I'm going to pass on it, which is just not a usual thing for me. Okay, this is being a bugger to get open, but we will do it without damaging these cards, I can assure you that. Maybe. So I am looking forward to finally trying an 18XX. I've got the discipline to read a GMT rule book, and if you can do that, you can get into these. So I've already read most of the rules. I'll be watching some videos and stuff on it. Boy, is this a pain in the neck. I'll come back to that one because these will tell me the card quality as is, and these will be easier to open. All right, there we go. So with the, again, I never have a problem with the shrink wrap on cards as long as it doesn't warp the cards. It looks like here, these cards are small enough where that shrink wrap did not have an issue. So we have glossy, thick cards, which I believe, again, will not need to be sleeved if you don't want to. And you can see your freight side of these cards. Okay. You have some cool illustrations and also some pictures on them, which look cool. And then you have on the other side the express or the local train. So you have some different looking engines there, depending on what you're getting yourself into. All right, and then we've got the company stocks, the shares. There's not too much of a surprise here. Of course, it's an 18X game, so you're going to have plenty of stocks and things to buy. And I'll show you one stack of these, and then we'll move right on to the board just to see kind of the color of them. The cards will be the same quality, I'm sure. All right. So here we have the same kind of quality. We've got the YN line, Euro, or Eastern Union, I should say, Norfolk and Suffolk, etc. So you get these different companies here. And the one thing that's interesting about this game is that there is a director's share, probably in the different pack, that, yeah, right here, that when you open up the company and are the director, your one share is worth 3. So I heard that's kind of a good thing for people kind of investing in your own companies and such. So there's another pack of those, the packs of that. Let's take a look at the company cards themselves as far as the operating situation. So you've got these things. They are, they shouldn't be double-sided, should they? Yeah, they will be double-sided because one side is going to be if it is a parliamentary company, and the other one is if it was, I can't remember, but basically like a private company is the way I understand it. So, got a bunch of these. So we've got one for each. The looks like the artwork is different per, the different company that we're looking at here. But they look pretty good. They've got, clearly, you've got your 4 places, and you've got some information here about operating the company. So those are good. The quality is good. There's some decent thickness here from a standpoint of, your cardboard paper-like thing. All right, digging deeper now. We've got our rules of play. So these are the standard GMT rules that you kind of expect. And if you played a GMT game before, it feels like the same thing. Although I do like that they've added a bit more of examples here in many of the cases, which is good, to kind of help you figure out how to play, which is a nice thing. Then we've got the solo rules here, which is a 2-page situation, which mine got a little miffed in the box, which is unfortunate. All right, and then 2 identical player aids here, which will help us hopefully in running the game. Okay, and then our contents of punch boards and such. So when you look at train tiles here, you're getting a pretty thick train tile, which I like. This would be like medium thickness here, so those will be good. We'll have to sort all those out. You've got, yellow stations, you've got the green lines, etc. All right, and then you've also got some green ones. I'm not sure exactly what the different colors mean yet. I'm sure they have to do with the type of train that they're running on, maybe. I don't know, we'll find out. But you have all those different types, single-sided. Then we've got all the company markers here, also on the thick side, which is good. So you've got all those little markers for the different companies and their train permits. Oops, that's an easy way to lose something. Be careful of that one. All right, and then another one of these. So they're going to pop out pretty easily. No issues there. And then we have, looks like some warranties, some more permits for trains, and then our player orders looking pretty good. So again, I don't know where these are going to come in, but we'll find out. All right, and finally the board. Let's see how big this guy is, what kind of table space we're going to have with it. Looks like we are going to have a fairly large board here. I'm going to try to move this. Okay, 6-pieced board. Here we go. Like this. Not that large, actually, but this is what you're kind of looking at here. All right, fairly easy to read. Not too bad, to be honest. I've seen some train games that are pretty big. This looks decently manageable. You've got a lot of different things over here for tracking the revenues. You've got the stock price information, the companies as they come up, the bank pool, the trains, and of course where you're going to have your routes. So that's about the size of it. I like the way the components look. They look pretty high quality. One of the things that has always kind of bummed me a little bit about some of these 18xx games that I look at is that their components just do not seem to be all that great. Yet they're very expensive in lots of cases. So that's why this GMT offering is a little exciting for me. And with the solo, it's a slam dunk. Okay, everybody, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. Whatever you do when you play in the future, whatever game, I hope you have a great time doing it. Take it easy.